What's up, guys? Back again with another video. I'm going to be talking about how or what you need to start selling on Amazon, sort of what's necessary, and then also some recommended things that I use, some tools and products and software to make the whole process easier. So this whole video is going to be about what the bare minimum you need to start, and we'll go over a budget a little bit. But I'm going to make a separate video about exactly how much money you need to start and another video on how many units to start when you make your first order. So the first thing you need to do when you're going to start selling on Amazon is you need an Amazon Seller Central account. Now, you can register here. Now, there are two types of accounts. There's a free seller account, and then there's a $40 per month professional seller account. You don't need the professional seller account until you launch your first product. So just sign up for the free one. That way you can sort of look at adding products and see how to do a product listing before you actually start selling. So this is pretty easy. Just come here and sign up for an account. They're going to ask you probably for some tax information. Just either use your Social Security, or if you're going to do an LLC, then go ahead and do that. So just put that in there. Now the next thing you need a budget, right? You need to have some capital. Amazon is not a free business. If it was a free business, then it would be the easiest business in the world to start, and everyone would do it. So this is a very controversial topic. You know, a lot of people talk about you only need a couple $100. Some people say you need $5,000. You see different gurus, different Amazon YouTubers talking about different amounts. So here's my opinion on it. Okay, I think you can start a product for $1,000 at the minimum. I don't think you're going to be able to order you're not going to be able to order a lot of units doing this. So your first test order is going to be about 300 units. And you're not going to scale as quickly doing this, okay? So if you order those 300 units and they sell out quickly, you're going to need to reorder. And the minimum time frame is usually 20 to 30 days to get your new inventory shipped to Amazon. So during that period, when it's down, your ranking could go down. You could lose your first page ranking, whether you use PPC or giveaway to get on the first page. You will most likely lose that depending on how stiff the competition is. So just know that going in, if you're on a tight budget, that you're going to have to work a little harder. It's going to take a little longer to get it up and running, but you can definitely do it. You're going to have to probably sell a product. You know, let's write some of this out. So at $1,000, a product will be under $20 probably. First shipment will be around 250 to 300 units, and we'll have to wait for second shipment if product sells out. Okay. There's nothing wrong with doing this. Okay, contrary to what a lot of people say, there's nothing wrong with doing this, but these are the things you have to take into account. Now, let's say you want to bump that up to let's say $3,000. Okay, your product can be under $30. Your first shipment will be around. You can be upwards. Will be upwards of let's say 600 to 1,000, depending on how much it costs. So product cost upwards to source. Okay, cost to source product. Sorry, cost to source product will be under, let's say $6. Cost to source product here will be under probably $250. So these are the differences you have to take into account. You're just a little bit more limited with the types of products. They're probably going to have to be under £1. So let's just do that too. Shut off my phone. weighs less than, let's say, 1 pound. And more leeway, less, let's just say less risk of losing your ranking. Okay? So, again, I'm not someone who says you have to start at 3,000. There's gurus who are going to say 3,000 or above. And then there's Amazoners, Amazon YouTubers that are going to say, they're going to say 1,000 or below, or $1,000. Okay? So just know this. I mean, you can start at both. So if you're broke and you need to make some money to get going, start at $1,000. It's going to take you longer. Another thing is take you longer to find your first product because you have less options available. Okay. If you're a veteran Amazon seller, and I'm not, of course, I don't even have my first product up, but I've learned a lot from a variety of sources, and I've taken Dan Bass's Amazon Freedom course, which I'm going to do a review about. It's a fantastic course. You're going to sort of see that the profit margins are higher on bigger items. There's less people there. There's less competition, and there's more opportunity there. But you need more capital to start. Okay? You might need $10,000 for that first order. So there's just less people playing there. More risk, more reward, as anything in entrepreneurship or with selling or starting a business online. So we'll take less time to find first product. Okay, so I'm going to do a more in-depth video about this, but just keep these in mind. Now, next thing I will recommend, this is not necessary, but it's almost necessary because you can also use DHgate. But I use Alibaba. So Alibaba is a website where you can interface with manufacturers and communicate with manufacturers in China and wholesale their items and resell them on Amazon as a private label seller. And this is the most popular website to do this. So you search for your product here. So let's say barbecue gloves. And if you're not familiar, sign up for Alibaba, and you'll see a bunch of manufacturers. And and I'll do a video on how to find the right manufacturer, what to look out for, how to vet them, what things are important to keep in mind when you're doing this, because this is another area that can be really tricky. So these are the things you absolutely need, right? You need money, you need capital, you need a seller account, and you need an Alibaba account. Okay? Now, here's the things that I recommend. So either you're going to use the Jungle Scout web app. So if you go to junglescout.com, and I don't actually have a subscription to the web app. I use the extension. So the extension will give you metrics on, let's go to Amazon. The extension will give you a breakdown of a product and let you see it in real time. So there's two main tools. It's either Jungle Scout or the other one that I recommend is Viral Launch. These are the two most popular product research or Amazon seller tools out there today. I currently subscribe to Viral Launch. I'll include a link below for you guys to sign up for their web app. It's about $40 a month, and I really, really like it because, let's just pull it up as well. The reason I like it is because they have an extension as well, but they also have this product cost calculator that I really, really like. And the product cost calculator lets you kind of analyze how much it's going to cost you, how much profit you might make on an order, on a supply, and and sort of let you break down those numbers. And they do all these calculations for you. They factor in shipment costs, a giveaway, what's needed to rank, PPC, everything that can go into a product in terms of cost. So let's just do barbecue gloves. And it's for you to see how much money you're going to make, how much money you need for your first order. So it's a really, really useful tool. And then there's other features that I use I don't have access to the keyword research. I have never used their launch service. These are things that I'll probably use in the future, and I'll talk about them when I do, but for now, I just haven't used them. So, cost calculator. So here, again, I need to do a separate video on this, but you can edit all these things. You can edit the advanced settings, promotional units, the design costs. I mean, really, they cover all your bases here for product costs. So really, really neat. And I'll include a link to that below. And yes, it is an affiliate link, so I do make money off of it. I'm not here to hide that at all. So the Jungle Scout extension is really, really useful as well. So let's just do barbecue gloves. And they're both Chrome extensions. So I like to have both. I like to have access to both. Now the Viral Launch extension you can only get if you're subscribed to the web app. The Jungle Scout extension you can get by paying a one-time fee. It's about $99 for the standard version and $190 or $180, I believe, for the Pro. I use the standard. I don't really think you need the product score. If you're doing enough product research on your own, you should be able to tell from the numbers on your own. So don't take these numbers at face value. But I like to have both because it's always good to cross-reference things, right? Just going off of one source for anything is generally not a good idea. And that's not just for entrepreneurship, that's for life in general, right? So here's the Viral Launch. I found it's a little slower. It's a little slower on it's a little more resource intensive on your computer, which, my Mac Air is from 2013, so definitely need an upgrade there once I start making some more money. So yeah, you see, you can compare the numbers and really do a little breakdown. So I like to sort it by reviews. And this is not a product research video. This is just me demonstrating tools that can help you that I recommend. So what else? So after you get one of those, which I highly recommend, there's an extension called Keepa. So Keepa is if you're familiar with Camel, this gives you a historical sales graph for a product. So this will tell you what sales ranking, using Amazon's data, what was their best seller ranking for as long as the product has been up. So not only that, you also can see how long a product has been up and selling. So maybe if a product's only been up for a couple months, and all of them are new, maybe it's not the best product to go after. You want to know how long the products have been on the market, how saturated is the market, how mature is the market. So it doesn't really matter what the product is. You can use anything. So that'll pop up right there. So again, another video is needed on how to use this. I usually like to do all. And you can see here how much it was priced. So you get historical pricing data, and you also get the historical selling data. And generally speaking, you don't want to see a lot of volatility here with the sales rank. You want something that's stable. You want a flat line. So maybe a barbecue glove is a good idea. I like using this product. It's just something that is one of those private FBA products that tons of people have probably tried to do in the past, but is no longer a good opportunity. It's very, very saturated. So it's about 5 years. Again, this one's also volatile. I'll make another video on this, on how to read these, and we'll talk about why you want a flat one. So definitely get Keepa. It's free. So the Amazon's AMZ Scout FBA calculator. This is really useful for calculating, and you can just go to this extension or go to this URL. I'll put all these links in the description. But this is really, really useful for calculating all the fees associated with selling it, seeing the weight. Well, here we get the product weight, we get the size, the date was first available, the storage fee, the pick and pack fee, the referral fee, and you can just ignore the monthly sales. So you get your total FBA fee, and it's really handy for when you're doing calculations to see if it's a good product and what the margins are. Then next, I recommend you use PayPal when you're ordering your products because of the security and the sort of the protection for you as the seller. These Chinese manufacturers, if don't ever send them a money wire. The minute you send them that money wire, you are not covered. Okay? Do not. If you take anything from this video, do not pay the manufacturer using a money wire. Use PayPal or use the trusted trade assurance through Alibaba, which is also protected. But PayPal, I highly recommend. It's just really good protection, really good customer service. You can get your money back if you can prove to them that you didn't get your shipment. Okay? And then the last thing is either WhatsApp or Skype. I find that Alibaba's communication interface, their messaging interface is really slow, really hard to navigate, hard to find older messages and older threads. So I really recommend you use WhatsApp or Skype. I prefer WhatsApp because you can use it on your phone really easily. They're very fast, very fluid interface, but Skype works as well. And the thing about WhatsApp is that China kind of has a ban on WhatsApp. So some of the sellers are going to say that the manufacturers are going to insist they use Skype. So that's it. So that's it for this video. That's just a quick rundown of what you need to start and then some things that I recommend so that you can just go set all this up and then boom, you're ready to go. Start your product research and you're not going to have to go and keep fidgeting for things. So this is the bare minimum of what you need, and then these are the things that I highly recommend. So that's it, guys. Monday video. I'm going to be releasing another one on Wednesday, and that's it for now. Okay.